Hello and welcome to the Villa Park podcast. It's me, Rich, and I'm back with another bite-sized preview. We did a couple of these towards the end of last season. I thought they worked really well, so we're going to bring them back for this season. I'm in my cubbyhole slash office slash son's bedroom today, so yeah, little tightly packed, but we come with the show. So we're going to cover, like I say, we did the full match preview yesterday with Kev, so check that out if you haven't already. But just a little bite-sized look at the team lineups, probable lineups, key battles, key players to look out for, and give you some stats on this head-to-head fixture and some general stats on Newcastle and Villa. So yeah, just a little show, and get involved in the comments. Get your predictions for the score tomorrow, where you think the key battles will be, and how you think Villa will fare against Newcastle. First things first, we are on the road to 3K, very close to 2,300 subscribers. So you'll be doing us a great favour by liking this video and subscribing if you are new to the channel. All the support that we've had is phenomenally appreciated. So thank you guys, and help us keep growing by liking and subscribing. So yeah, tomorrow is the big day. 5:30 kickoff live on Sky. Newcastle United against Aston Villa at St James's Park, and both teams very, very similar in quality. Both had a really good season last season. Maybe Newcastle just have that slight edge on Villa at the moment in terms of progress, but Villa certainly closing the gap with the signings that they've made and the quality that they've got in the side. However, Villa have suffered a bad injury, a bad blow with an injury to Emi Buendia, who played so well in the pre-season game against Newcastle and did look like he was coming to some real form, and he's going to be out for 6 to 8 months now. So that's a big loss. But also, Villa are missing Jacob Ramsey, Alex Moreno, Leander Dendoncker, John Duran, Tim Bonham. So some big players there that Villa are missing, but with the signings that they made and the quality they've got in the team, we have got some really good players. Newcastle are missing Joe Willock, so he's quite a big miss for them. He's not going to be back till after September, but they do have Tonali, Harvey Barnes, and even Tino Livramento signed, who could make their debut. So one or two players to come in, and also Elliot Anderson, who's done really well in pre-season for Newcastle. I know a lot of Newcastle fans are buzzing for him. He might even make an appearance ahead of, say, a Tonali. So let's have a look at the potential lineups using FOTMob, and we'll take a look at that and see what they're saying of how we'll line up, and we can have a look at some potential key battles. So looking at the Newcastle side, I think Fabian Schär is actually declared fit, so I think he will come in for Lascelles here. But it's Pope, Byrne, Botman, Lascelles, and Trippier, and then they've gone with a midfield of Tonali, Guimaraes, and Joe Linton, with Anthony Gordon, Alexander Isak, and Miguel Almiron up front. Now, some of the Newcastle fans have said that it could be, as I said before, Elliot Anderson that comes in for Tonali, and it could be Harvey Barnes that gets his start ahead of Gordon, although Gordon has, again, according to Newcastle fans, looked good in pre-season. They've got Villa lining up with Martinez in goal, Luca Dean, Tyrone Mings, Ezri Konsa, and Matty Cash at right back. And then the midfield's got Leon Bailey, Douglas Luiz, Boubacar Kamara, and John McGinn, with Diaby, who will operate just behind Watkins. Now, there's a couple of debatable positions here. It's whether whether he goes with Dini at left back or Pau Torres, or whether he goes with Dini at left back and plays an Ezri Konsa or Callum Chambers in here at right back. Most likely is the change at left back. So if Dini doesn't play, it will be Pau Torres that comes in. In that case, does he go with a Bailey or a Jaden Philogene Bidace on the left-hand side, or does he pack the midfield with, say, Yuri Tielemans, and play Diaby wide and maybe McGinn through that middle area? So there's a few quandaries that will come up, and I think Emery mentioned that Tielemans could operate with Kamara and Luiz in midfield, which maybe gives you a hint as to what he's thinking. For me, the key battles are in that midfield area, whether it's Tonali or Anderson. Newcastle like to really press, and they've got a physical side. Joe Linton always, or at St James's Park, has caused us a lot of problems, and particularly last season. So packing that midfield might be a good shout, with Kamara, Louise McGinn, and maybe a Tielemans in there. And then looking at it down the flanks, Almiron against Adina or against the Pau Torres could, be a really, really key battle. And that player that plays in on that left-hand side as the attacking left-sided player really needs to put the work in, and Douglas Luiz or Kamara need to come over and help and cover. So there's some real key battles there that are on show. But let's safe to be said it's going to be a really close game. I think there'll be goals in it, and two good teams that are looking to push in, like looking to continue to work into that top six, top seven. Newcastle obviously qualified for the Champions League last season. Villa in seventh in the Conference League. Both teams looking to cement their positions in that top six. So it's going to be a huge, huge game. Some kind of head-to-heads. Looking at Villa, it's not a great place for them to go, St James's Park. But we are looking to secure consecutive Premier League wins over Newcastle for the first time since the 2004-2005 campaign. However, Newcastle are unbeaten in their 14 Premier League home games versus Villa since that 2004-2005 season. So as is said, it is not a happy hunting ground for Aston Villa. In terms of Newcastle, they lost just 4 of their 33 home league games under Eddie Howe. And they came from Liverpool twice, Man City and Arsenal. So you look at the calibre of the teams that they're beating at St James's Park, it is going to be a tough, tough ask. And Callum Wilson loves the month of August. He's scored on the opening weekend in each of the last 3 seasons and has netted 11 Premier League goals in the month of August since his debut in the Premier League in 2015. So he likes this month, and he likes scoring against Villa. For us, we were one of only 4 teams to win a league game against Newcastle last season, which is something to hold on to. And we earned 13 Premier League wins and 43 points in 2023, and only Man City have bettered that. So it is a phenomenal record, and both teams can say that they've got really good form going into this game. And a really good mentality going into this game as well. So, really good feelings, really good statistics there. But as I say, Villa don't historically do well at St James's Park. Newcastle don't historically do well at Villa Park. But can we, under Unai Emery, turn that table around? He's great at breaking records. He did so many last season. Can he do another one again? Prediction time. My prediction is a really close game. Goals for both sides, and I think it will be a 2-2 draw. I think both teams will really go for it, but at the same time, with these 2 teams looking to kind of get into that top echelons of the Premier League, I think we might cancel each other out. So I'm going to go 2-2 draw. You guys let me know your thoughts in the comments, what you think the scoreline is going to be. Where do you think the key battles are going to be lost or won on that pitch? And yeah, what do you think the starting lineup's going to be? It's going to be a fantastic game. We're going to be back with a match reaction show at some point across the weekend. Thank you very much for watching. One last little plug for the channel. Do hit that like button if you haven't hit it already, and hit that subscribe button to help us on the road to 3K. Thank you all very much for watching. I hope you enjoy the game tomorrow. I will be there. So if you are watching and you're going to be at the game, then come and say hello to me. Yeah, it'd be great to see you. But yeah, keep watching, keep looking out for the content. And as always, remember, we all follow the Villa. Thanks, everyone.